It is the first day of Inktober, and our prompt for today is backpack. So the first thing I thought of was a video Snifferish did of one of her 100 Days in Minecraft challenges, where she used a backpack mod. And I thought of this scene specifically, so this is what I drew, and this is my process. So let's get started with it. As you can see, I already did the sketch. For all of my videos and drawings for Inktober this year, I plan on doing the sketch as a short, which I will have a link in the description, and the rest of the process I will have as a full-length video like you're watching. So for this specifically, I'm only outlining the girl and the backpack. I want her to be the main focus, and the rest of the background is going to be totally lineless. And as I'm recording this, I saw that the Artex markers were on sale, and I've been seeing them go viral lately. So I bought them. I initially wanted to ask my husband to buy them for my birthday, but my birthday's in November, and they were on sale, and I really wanted to use them. So I just went ahead and bought them, and he just owes me 45 bucks for birthday money later. So, but these are so amazing. Like, just, you can see I already swatched them out. I tried doing an unboxing type video, but I used my webcam, and the webcam quality was just awful, so I kind of ditched that video clip that I did. So this is the video that I've got for you to see. But they are so amazing. They go on so smooth. There was one review that I watched, I cannot remember for the life of me who it was that I saw review them, that said this, but the one word that she kept using to describe them was creamy, and honestly, I get it. They go on so smooth. It's so, like, it's such a flat, even color covering the page, words. But like, you can see me doing it. It does not look streaky. Some of the colors would be a tiny bit streaky, just the tiniest little bit, but just a second layer over it, and that's all you need. Like most colors, you could do one layer, 2 layers tops, and it is perfectly opaque. It's amazing. I loved them. I loved using them. You'll see me going back and forth looking at the color swatches a lot. And then after I'm done using the markers, I went in with my Prismacolor pencils to do some refining, and it turned out really nice. So now I've started working on the background. I did the river, which, again, one flat color, did not need to do another layer. It's great. And then I can layer them on top of each other. It's just, ugh, I love these markers. So then after this, I went into coloring the grass, which at first was fine. I wasn't quite sure how to render the grass. I don't normally do backgrounds. It looked good at first. I liked this. But then I went in with this green, and I didn't totally like this color green. I noticed that there were a lot of light and mid-tone greens, but just this one really dark green. And it just ended up being really stark. I didn't know how to make it work. I just thought it looked weird. So I just kind of tried to make do with what I had. I tried going back to it later, but I don't think I made it any better. That was my only gripe. I couldn't find the right color green that I needed for the grass. But then I fell in the hills, which these were fine. I liked the color that I had for these. It's just that one dark green. And then once I was finished with the hills, I noticed that there were some details that were still missing from the backpack, so I go back and work on those. Just some stripes and shading them in. And then it was time for the sky, which whenever I started doing this, I swear I thought I was going to ruin this marker. I thought it was just going to be completely dried up by the end of it. But surprisingly it wasn't. It was a bit of a thin layer of paint, but I knew that I was going to be going over this with pencils later anyways, so it didn't bother me too much. But if I really wanted to, I probably could have gone a second layer over top this paint and it would have been fine. Then finally I started getting to work on the trees. For the trees I used a brown color because I didn't want super bright greens for the background. I didn't like how the grass turned out, as I already stated. The hills were a bit too bright for my taste, so using the gray for these and then going over top with pencils later, I found gave me the colors that I did really want. Because I wanted the background to be soft, muted, and then all the focus be focused on the bright red backpack and the girl. I think my forest did end up being a little bit sparse, but as for someone who doesn't normally do backgrounds, let alone a forest or trees in general, I was happy with it. And then the clouds, I was really happy with the clouds. I just love the clouds. I don't know why, I just do. Clouds are fun. And then you can see here after I'm done with the clouds, I try going back to fix the grass. Maybe, somehow, I hope. And then I'm putting all my markers away and then setting them to the side so that I can get my pencils out and do some further rendering. I mostly focus on the background in terms of rendering. I do touch up the backpack a little bit. I do fix some shading on her shirt and pants. And I gave a little blush to her face. And I also fixed the line art. But that's pretty much it. Just further rendering, further details that I just couldn't get with the markers. This year for Inktober, I plan on taking like super seriously. I've never completed Inktober. I barely completed a week of Inktober. If you were to look at my Instagram page, at least as the time I'm recording this, because there's barely anything on my Instagram page right now, you can see where I tried to do Inktober and post it, and it just never worked out. So this year, I put in a whole bunch of planning, and not only planning for each prompt ahead of time what I want to do, I'm also recording it, and I plan on recording for every single day. So I'm like going into this hardcore, and I really hope I can stick to it, and I really hope this will be like a jump to me to create a platform online for myself. I've been wanting to do that for so long, and I've just never been able to achieve it. So hopefully, God willing, this will be it. This will be me. This will be my first video, and this will be the first of many videos to come after Inktober is done and said with. I have a general idea of posting something maybe once a week. Don't hold me to that, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do after Inktober. Hopefully I will have a plan set in place once that's happened. Hopefully Inktober goes really well. Hopefully y'all enjoy watching me draw and talk. Hopefully you enjoy drawing with me. I'm fairly confident in my drawing skills, at least as confident as the next artist, because you are your own worst enemy, and everyone thinks their own drawings suck, while everyone else is like amazing, like tier level status. But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing when it comes to making videos, and so doing this is actually really scary because I don't know what I'm doing. So I would really appreciate input on how you think I'm doing, whether I'm doing good, or whether you can tell me ways that I can improve, things that I can do to change my editing process or style or stuff like that. I expect it to be a little bit rough around the edges, but I also plan on improving it with time. So if anyone has any beginners tips or advice, I would really like to hear it. And that is the drawing completed. I am really happy with how this came out, and again, cannot stress enough how much I loved using these markers. I definitely plan to keep on using them for the rest of the month. I hope you decide to stick around, follow, subscribe, let me know how I'm doing, and hopefully we can all have fun together. Thanks for watching.